Dave.
Ian.
Apexadjacent. I almost forgot I was the one who was supposed to bring us in. There was just an awkward pause. It's fine. It's good. I like it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get to see the world from a position that you've always seen other people in. And it's not always a pleasant experience.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever been judgy?
Sure.
I mean, obviously I have.
Sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Been judgy and then been in the position where oh, well, now I don't like this that much.
Right. I see how that person reacted in that time. Made complete sense. And I was the asshole all along. Okay. Go on.
I am living an experience right now that I have not lived for, I'm going to say 20 years, probably 25 years, maybe. Right now, our family automobile has a donut on it.
Oh, I was going to say this whole reflection thing, having kids just must have that kind of stuff on repeat.
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So your car has a donut tire on it.
It has a donut tire on it. First of all, I haven't owned a car other than the Alltrack that actually had a spare tire in so long.
I like that you stopped yourself when you were going to say came with a spare tire, because in that split second, here's how fast your brain works. You realize that a bunch of cars that you had before came with a spare tire, but that's different than having a spare tire.
Okay, there's only, I think, one car that fit that category. I think I had my Subaru, came with a spare tire, but it had lost its way before it even came to me.
Yes. And I'm not placing blame on you for you're not discussing the donuts out at people, right? But your Taurus certainly had the spot for a spare tire, right? Your SHO.
I don't remember if it did.
Don't make me Google Taurus SHO spare tire right now,
but
Ian.
Also, I don't know if I ever had, I know I had a flat in that, but I don't remember. Oh, no. Yeah. Because I had a really dramatic one. No, it got towed.
Okay.
So I don't know if it had a spare tire. I don't know if it came with one.
Okay. What year was it? Anyway,
for the first time since I was probably a teenager, I have a donut on the car.
Okay.
And I will say, whenever I see someone rolling around with a donut.
Sure.
And so here's the situation. I was on a work call earlier this week, and Jenny came in, busted in while I'm on the work call, and she's like, "The car's making a noise." That's the car's making a noise.
Sure.
And so I go on mute, and then I turn around and ask her to explain. She's like, "I got out of the car and I heard hissing," and I was like, "Well, okay." She's like, "Yeah, I mean it's the tire, obviously, but it sounds like hissing. So maybe you go check it out." So I finished my work call. I go out and it's real flat, real flat.
Yeah.
And so I hook up my air compressor and I start pumping air into it to see if I can figure out where it's coming from.
Sure.
I wish I had kept it. She somehow drove over the big razor blades that go in tile knives.
Oh,
she drove over one of those.
Okay.
And it was a huge slash, right down the middle of the tread. It was still in there.
Okay. One of these things?
Yes. And it was in there in a couple of pieces.
Oh,
so
wow.
It was
okay.
First of all, this was our third season on these winter tires.
Uh-huh.
So I was planning on replacing them anyway, but now it's well, okay.
Right.
I need to go.
Right.
And it's the most awkward time of year because do I just full send into summer tires? Because I've been burned like that before.
Yep. What's my rule? Tax day. And
yes,
I earlier this week, I was oh, I'm going to do my summer tires. And then I looked at the forecast.
Yeah. And it's supposed to snow this weekend. So I am getting I'm the only person in Colorado buying winter tires on April 3rd or whatever. Tomorrow they're going to get put on.
Right.
So of course they didn't have them in stock. So now I have to roll around on a donut for 3 days.
Sure.
And, I think people behave differently when they see a donut on the car.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah. They take some, you think they take some pity?
No, I don't. I think they're like, well, this dirtbag,
Okay, like you're an Ultima driver all of a sudden. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like these last 2 days, like people have just been way more aggressive. And if they're on the left side, if they're on the side with the donut,
okay,
and it has the big yellow, because Volkswagen,
right,
it's
safety
the Germans,
first.
and so there's like big yellow stickers: do not exceed 50 miles an hour, and blah 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 blah. Because there's the Germans, and there are rules to follow. And so it's real obvious that there's a donut on the car.
Uh-huh.
And I think people are like, well, just like this person obviously has no place to be. I'm going to zoom around them.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And I am guilty of that too. I think I look askance if I can tell that a donut has been on the car for a real long time.
When you see a bald ass donut, yeah. Like my inkling is to stay away from that person in traffic because they typically are driving like they have nothing to lose. Right.
Or you think like, well, this is going to fall off the car at any moment.
Yes. Yeah.
Did they follow the proper torque specs when they put that on there? No. There's a 0% chance. There's maybe 3 lug nuts holding that thing on.
Right. Correct. Is their mindset, does it spinny, then I'm fine? Like, then I'm afraid. Right. Yeah.
So I've been living that
been living that donut life, son. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of when I had to drive with a donut on. I cannot recall. Yeah.
I've been very lucky. I mean, I've had a lot of tire incidents and flats and things like that.
Sure.
But I've been very lucky in that either I could quickly like do the patch spray in stuff and it worked fine, or it would hold enough air to get me where I need to go, or I'm in town and I could just AAA it straight to the tire shop,
Right.
But this was, my plan was, okay, I'll just AAA it to the tire shop and I'm not going to fuck with it, but it was going to be a 3-day wait for the tires. So now,
because they're all in Winnipeg where people are buying them this time of year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. You got that winter to summer conversion like at a really difficult time because you 1,000% if you put the summer setup on, it was going to be nothing but sheet ice, snow and slush, and you were going to have to drive somewhere you were not expecting.
Absolutely, and I know like coming up, we have a bunch of like just back and forth with the kids and stuff. Yeah. And so if we have that nonsense to deal with.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Because there is nothing worse to drive than an all-wheel drive car with summer tires on. Because now all 4 wheels spin. You just go sideways everywhere.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey, what's the tire sitch on your R32 right now?
Those are I'm in a situation where I need to replace basically 4 sets of tires right now.
Okay.
They've all stacked on top of each other.
Yes, it's been the last season for the tires for a bit now, and it's like, I get it. Time's up, buddy.
The summer tires on the R32 need to go. They the last track day I did with PETA was like a Viking funeral for them, and I've just been limping along ever since. And they really need to go. Like I won't drive it if it's been raining out or if it's below 50 degrees, because it's like, there will be no grip whatsoever.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't even have a good set of winter tires to throw on there. You just kept your summers on all season, right?
I do have a set of winter tires. I have a set of winter tires, but those are also like this was the last season for the winter tires.
Right. But you did keep your summers on all winter this year, right?
I did. Yeah. I basically just didn't drive the car very much. I just waited until it was sunny out and just drove it. You know?
Right. Yeah. Which is great if you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah. It's tire time.
Sounds like somebody just has like a $3,000 bill that they just have to write.
It's real bad. Yeah.
So. Are you doing anything exciting with the summer tires on your R32?
No, I want to do the same ones that I had before, the RE71s.
Yeah, the Bridgestone RE71Ss. Yeah, that's what I run on the Fiat. Yeah.
But I may go a little cheaper because I do need to do a brake refresh on that car as well. So,
sure.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, the RE7. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I love these tires. They're amazing. They're so good, and they hold up so well at the track. Mm-hmm. They don't get super greasy, which I love.
Yeah.
And they're just like really just consistent, you know?
Yes.
Which I love.
But they wear quick.
They do. Wear quick.
Yeah. And I can speak to catastrophic rubber, like, very dramatically ejecting itself off the surface when they're done. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not even showing beads, like just chunks coming out, and then you see the beads. Yeah. They do go quick. So I might go something a little longer lasting with a little less grip. Yeah. So I'm still trying to figure that out, but I'm going to do that in like a month. Okay. Yeah. I like that Bridgestone puts wet performance as one of the top 3 features on these tires.
Nope. None of those.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, they do not do that.
Did you like just hit them with like one of the like hair misters? Like
if it's raining one state over,
right,
then they're excellent.
Yeah, that's really funny, Bridgestone. Anybody who knows. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Sedan minivan performance tires. Hell yeah, Bridgestone.
I want to know who has put these on a minivan.
Right? Yeah. If you have convinced your significant other that this is the summer tire choice for your Honda Odyssey, then we just need to give you $50. Like
we need to hang out. Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. And they've also somehow managed to talk, their significant other into purchasing a set of Ray's wheels for them.
Right.
Yeah.
I have seen a set of Ray's on a Honda Odyssey before.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And it looked fantastic.
I'm sure it did. Honda Odysseys, when done right, look awesome. Yeah. I love that. Okay. Well, so we've talked about tech debt. You have rubber debt, Ian.
I do have rubber debt.
You have tread debt, Ian.
No tread depth. Lots of tread depth.
There you go. That should be a t-shirt. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Nice, buddy. Okay. Yeah. Well, I've told you before, the Dave mobile mechanic for swapping tires is always at your beck and call. I mean,
thank you.
I'm always happy to just come over, slam some tires on, and yeah.
I did get an impact driver that doesn't suck. So this has been a lot easier. Unfortunately, it's not in the same battery family as my other one, but it does actually work.
Okay.
So it's worth it to, even if I have to have 2 devices, whatever.
Yeah.
2 battery packs. I don't care. I just wanted an impact that actually worked properly. And so I have one, and it has like the setting to just hand tight.
Yep.
A hand tight setting, which is pretty clutch. Yeah. So I am thrilled that I can actually do my tires correctly now.
What did you go with for an impact? What did you buy?
I don't remember. God, what was it?
Because
I can't remember the name of it. It was a Lowe's one.
Okay, like the Cobalt, maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
exactly it.
Okay. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Right?
It works
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yeah. I legit think about that Turbo Mads tweet like from like 5 years ago or whatever, but it was that like as that meme, like as long as I have my, you know, and it's like the guy like pointing to the clouds, and it's like I feel that way about my Milwaukee half-inch impact. Like I cannot tell you, like just like walking into the garage, like just knowing that loaded gun is there to protect me. Like it is going to unfuck anything that I come across, you know? Yeah. Right. The only time I saw it struggle was when I had I had to steal my own wheels on the Lexus by pound, like I didn't have the security key, or the security key had gotten mangled by somebody, right? And probably me. Let's be honest. I probably used an impact on it. Let's be fully transparent here. Even though they say do not use an impact on it, guess you did. But I had to hammer those things on, like the back out things, and then actually like get the security lug off that way, the anti-theft lug. And like I hit that thing on torque 4 for like, I don't know, man, like 45 seconds. And I was like, holy shit, like this is on here.
Oh my God.
And then finally it started moving, and I was like, oh, thank God. Like, ooh, yeah.
That's the worst.
It was one of those ones where it was like, I think that was close to the moment that I realized, like, if I'm using an impact for like anything longer than like a blip blip, I'm putting on ear protection in the garage.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially inside, especially in the garage.
100%. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. But that's great. That's great. Hey, like, yeah, I am a huge fan of any tool that makes the job easier. The best brand of tools are the ones you have the battery pack for, or the one that you can afford, period. Like that's it. Like, you know, so that's awesome, man.
Yep. I was super excited.
Oh yeah. So, okay. But yeah, Donut Ian, man, Donut Ian. I don't even know if I could do a podcast with Donut Ian.
Right? Like I feel like ashamed. Like, I got a donut on my car.
Yeah. Hey, you know, the donut comes for us all, I guess, right?
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. So this is your reminder, like the 18 people listening, to check the air pressure in your spare tire. Do that. Make sure that you can get your spare tire off of whatever it's affixed to, especially if you drive a pickup truck and it's on the underside of the bed, because that shit rusts, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, we bought this car from a Volkswagen dealership as like a certified pre-owned thing back in 2020. And they did, as part of the certified pre-owned thing, in chalk on the tire, on the spare tire, write the date and write okay on it.
Oh,
and it was like 2 weeks before we bought it.
Oh, that's a great idea. Chalk the spare tire.
Yeah, to chalk the spare tire the last time you use it.
Oh, I never thought about that. That's fantastic, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good idea. So, I mean, it was still like 5 years ago, but, you know, at least they did it. So,
yeah.
And I'm guessing now I need to replace the spare tire too. I just am thinking about that. I need to replace that spare tire because I drove on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Are they really single use at this point? Like,
well, but it's also at this point, it's 6 years old, 7 years old.
Oh, yeah. It's way past the date code. You're right. You're right. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah.
Oh God, my camera's going everywhere. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I need to replace it. So,
okay.
So I have what is that? 17 tires that need replacing.
Yeah. The spare
2 cars, 17 tires.
The spare stitch on the Abarth was the fix-a-flat and the pump thing.
Yeah, same as the R32.
Yep. I don't think Jesse had the pump. And so
Which, by the way, those OEM pumps are fucking useless.
They are.
The little cigarette lighter ones.
Yes.
Awful.
Yes. It is worth getting the thing that's like the jump pack and the pump and the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is worth getting one of those, or it's worth getting, speaking of tools, if you are already into a battery system, there's probably a small air compressor that fits that battery. And big fan of those.
Now, I will say I did a compare and contrast with the Milwaukee. So, because PETA and you both have the Milwaukee one.
Yeah.
And I have the Ryobi one. And normally I would say, obviously, Milwaukee tools better than Ryobi tools. And the impact, definitely the case. Because that impact wrench I have is terrible. But
you're a player. Yeah.
That pump is not only faster than the Milwaukee, but it's more the gauge is more accurate.
Yes.
Because PETA was like off by like a couple of pounds on his, and then I went back and did the same tire and was like dead on.
Nice. Yeah, I think your chuck is easier to release. I think your Ryobi is quieter.
Yeah.
Because that little M12 air compressor pump.
It's loud.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's real loud.
And I'm just conditioned now to go 5 over and then bring it down with the other air pressure gauge. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, but mine's is just like, boom, this is what it is. It's dead on, which is great.
If you're in the Ryobi bucket, that air compressor is awesome.
It is. It's really nice.
Yeah.
And it also comes with a hose to do like air mattresses for camping and stuff.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah.
That's really nice too.
Right on.
Yeah, we've used that a couple of times. We used that for the like stand-up paddleboards and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, a tiny portable air compressor, battery powered, is super clutch.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Nice, man.
Get one for Christmas. Only 100 months away, whatever.
That's our first gift recommendation. Correct. Yes.
Right.
Nice.
Another gift recommendation, buy me some tires.
Yeah, tire rack gift cards for Ian.
I need all of them.
Yeah, or find the one dick in Winnipeg that's hogging all the Blizzaks. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Are you going like full Hakkapelitas on the all track, or what are you doing for winter tires?
So I went with let's see, which ones did I go with? I went with I went with what I have on there now, which is the Firestones.
Yeah.
I was between those and the Hakkapelitas. The Firestones were on sale.
Oh no. Yeah, I get it. And it's the Winter Force 2. Force 2. Okay.
Yeah. I have loved them. Like they've been really good.
Yeah.
And they're a lot cheaper than the Hakkapelitas.
Nice. Hey, if it works, it works. That's awesome.
Yeah. And we got 3.5 seasons out of those.
Yeah. And you guys put some miles on winter tires.
Yeah.
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 You are one of the people that like uses winter tires like as cold weather dry pavement tires. Like,
yes.
You just do miles.
Yeah. And we just went to Moab and back.
See?
On them. So like, yeah, we definitely drive them hard. So
yeah.
That was the other thing is like, I always read that like Blizzaks, don't like dry pavement as much.
Okay.
And in Denver, like, we have 70-degree days in January.
So much.
So
yeah.
We need ones that are going to last.
Yeah. And we have like so many 10-degree days or 20-degree days that are dry as hell. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I've had really good luck with these.
Nice. Okay.
On the all track. So
Firestone, Winter Force 2.
Stuck with them.
Yeah, I like Firestone. I love those Indy Firehawks that I had on the old man sedan. Those are awesome summer tires.
Yeah, you did really like those. I had years ago. I had some Firestones, some summer Firestones, and I hated them. They were so loud.
Okay.
And I never really went back to them until I got this set of winter tires for the all track, and I'm really happy with them. So
yeah. I noticed that the Firehawks, even though they were like a performance summer tire, they cut through water way better than what I have on the old man sedan now, or on the Lexus, which are the Michelin, like the all season, but like the all season sports.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like those are good tires just in general. But like, so I was driving back from working on the Lemons car the other day, and we had like one of those crazy rainstorms.
Yeah.
Where like, yeah, stuff was actually like marked flooded roadway on ways and stuff.
Oh no. Oh wow. That's crazy.
And there was one instance where a Toyota truck kind of drove through some more standing water, and like not only was I trying to cut through it, but it caused a wave that made it even worse for me at that time. Like at 45 miles an hour on the highway, right? And also, and it's like pitch blackout too, so that's super fun as well.
Yeah.
But I was hydroplaning all over the place, man.
Crazy.
Yeah. And
that's no good.
Right? I drove through some crazy rain in those Firehawks, and they were perfectly fine. I drove my mom to the airport one time, and it was pouring just fine. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Firestone.
The best rain tires I ever had were the Continental. I had those DWSs.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Years ago on the Saab, and those things in the rain were amazing. They were really, really good.
Okay. Huh. Maybe that'll be the next tire. Yeah. For the Lexus.
Yeah, they were great. And I don't think they call them that anymore. They call them something else. But but yeah, I think that line is still going. That like
sure.
Like sport touring whatever tire.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Because like I'm not going to drive the old man sedan in snow. I'm not. Right. Like the Fiat on its older like Blizzaks or whatever they are is just it's fine. Right. That gets me where I need to go. And like Jesse's told me about like driving up to go skiing in the Fiat, like, and just passing people left and right, Yeah, it works so well in the snow. So I don't need something that has to be in snow on the Lexus. I don't want to drive that in the snow, Yeah. But anyway.
Well, welcome everyone to Tire Talk.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about tires today.
Legitimately talking about cars, tools to work on cars, right?
Let's see if we can't fuck that up.
I don't know. Should we talk about like, I don't know. Have you had a prostate exam lately or anything like that?
I haven't.
Oh, I mean like in a hospital, not just like what you do on the side. Yeah.
Let me tell you about the tires on the van I was in when I had my prostate exam.
Behind the Burger King.
Yes.
When was the last? I was thinking about this the other day. When was the last time you had Burger King, like a Burger King meal? It's been like 20 years for me. Like
it hasn't been that long. It's been a few years, I think. But I can't remember. I think if I remember right, one of the kids was like, "What is Burger King?"
Sure, yeah, that's it.
We were like, "Sure, let's do it."
Right. No, that's like you're curious about a thing. We can find out what that thing is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Paper crowns all around. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I haven't had Burger King forever. Just them pumping that smell out into the streets. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I remember the last time I had Burger King. It was actually in December because I mean, check behind me here. My wife and I were at had to go to the Lego store to buy a gift that was from a certain northern elf.
Understood. Yes.
Not from us. Anyway, and we were at the mall. We had to go to the mall to the Lego store because there's like one Lego store in Denver. And so we went and we were like, we're starving. We went to the food court and it was like, I think we're getting Burger King.
Yeah.
And so I went and ordered the Burger King and I brought back a crown and I made Jenny wear the crown.
It's good to know that those are still out there. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Hey, if you're doing it, if I had Burger King, I'd wear the crown. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, of course.
Right? Hello.
Yeah. And then I followed her around with the crown. No, I didn't. That would have been funny though. I should have.
I'm not a Burger Prince. I'm a Burger King. God damn it.
Every time she talks to me, you mean Your Highness?
Yeah, you make her a scepter out of like a chicken nugget box.
Yeah. Where did we park, Your Highness?
You mean you want a divorce, Your Highness?
I almost spit out my wine.
What are the details of the prenup, Your Highness? Okay. Yeah. Well, Ian, I mean, what else do we got to talk about tonight besides cars, tools, and Burger Kings?
Well, we have some business to attend to.
Yeah, we do.
Our 500th episode is coming up, and to celebrate, we are doing a live recording of it at Denver Racing Social here in Denver. It's going to start at 6 p.m. If you want to come, please text us 720-515-1391. Email us apexadjacent@gmail. It's going to be pretty open and chill. We're going to have some time to do some laps on the sim, starting at 6 p.m. And then at 9 p.m. we will start recording, and then we'll take bets on whether Dave will stay awake through the recording. But we'll wrap up around 10, and there'll be some games and that sort of thing going on.
Absolutely. I've thought of a fantastic license plate game to play during the show with some audience participation.
I've also been trying to think of I have a couple that I've been saving for a special occasion, and I think I'm going to try to cobble one together for that too.
Okay, we could work together. We could make something together.
Oh, that's right. We could work together.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. We'll talk offline about it. Okay.
And also, if anyone has license plate game or license plates they've been saving, send them in. If you have a real good one, now's the time.
Yes.
But yeah, that episode will come out in May, but we are recording it on April 12th. April 10th. Sorry, April 12th is my son's birthday. April 10th at Denver Racing Social. So come on out.
Yeah.
Or if you have anything you want us to say on the show, or you want to leave us a voicemail and we can play it during the show, feel free.
Absolutely. Yeah, we would love to do that.
Yeah.
So there we go. Fantastic. I can't wait. I'm good.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I've been resisting the urge. I keep meaning to go down there because I bought a membership to Denver Racing Social, and I haven't been there. I haven't gotten to race on the sim yet. And I keep thinking maybe I should go there and get some practice.
I'm coming in cold. So, it's already
I've never driven a full motion sim before.
Okay. I think we should do it together for the first time.
Okay.
I think I'll sit on your lap. You sit on mine. Yes.
I love it.
We'll have we'll ask for the only tandem racing sim to be built. Not side by side. No, I want big spoon, little spoon racing sim.
Mm-hmm. I want to do the pedals and he's going to do the steering wheel.
Yes, exactly. Yes. I can't wait. I am very interested to try the sim. I mean, yeah. My triple monitor setup makes me a touch motion sick only in certain circumstances. When I back up after I've crashed and hit the wall, like we all do, right? When I back up for some reason, even though it's not sudden or anything, but it's just weird enough because you're so conditioned to your brain knowing that everything coming forward is fake. But when you back up with a triple monitor or a VR headset, that messes you up the first. Yeah. It still does. I don't play it that much, but I don't know. It's been like that for a couple of years now. So I wonder what's going to happen to me.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we will find out. Thankfully, I am very aware of when I start to get motion sick because when we go to the track, I cannot ride like I used to. Because I used to just when we first started going to the track, I used to just be able to ride with you forever, right?
Yeah, yeah. You would sit back, facing backwards.
Yeah. Right.
Just doing your taxes,
Right.
not looking out the windows at all. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Playing Game Boy. Yeah. Yeah. But now, like maybe, I don't know, solid. You can get 2 laps out of me, 2 like laps in anger. That third lap, I tap out. Yeah.
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 You seem to be better at autocross, though. You didn't really get sick at autocross.
You are correct. And I think that like it's so short and severe. For me, it is definitely kind of like those cruise ship, like longer braking periods.
Right.
Right. With autocross, it's like you're just kind of like in a mosh pit, right?
Right.
You know,
okay.
but for some reason,
the big
like
sweepers and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. And it is definitely the braking more than the turning for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. Maybe if I rode in with way worse drivers and way slower cars where there wasn't as much braking. But yeah, man, that turn right before when you come up High Plains Drifter.
Yes.
Was it like turn 8 or whatever? That sharp left-hand hairpin. Oh,
I have gotten motion sick riding in cars in that because there's a lot. There's a lot happening.
Yes.
Because a lot of times you're coming back over, you're crossing back over the track, and there's a crest.
Yes.
And it's a really hard braking.
Yes.
And you're changing directions again. So like there's a lot of like pitching, and especially if you're in a softer car, like there's a lot happening. There's a lot of weight transfer going on there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you getting a little sick just thinking about it?
I almost. I realized that the first time that I like recognized like, oh, this is an issue, and it never was before, was when I was bedding in brakes on the old man sedan on the M45, and I made myself motion sick bedding in the brakes on it. Yeah. I know.
I wonder what it is and why braking specifically.
Yeah. For some reason. I'm an old man. Let me hang on. I have my glasses on, but let me put my readers on too. Yeah. And I got to thank our buddy Mark for he gave me a reader recommendation, the Sightline readers. They're like progressive readers. Yeah, I don't wear my glasses often. I got to go get new contacts because I just got a new prescription. But yeah, I got to pick up a pair of the Sightline readers that he recommended. They look fantastic. Yeah, they're like progressives. So you can't like tell, you just wear them. I don't have to like old man like this wear them, Yeah. So down on the tip of my nose. Yeah. Plus I have a large nose. I do. Right. So those glasses are freaking down there. They're like half a foot from my
You might as well just have a magnifying glass that you hold out at arm's length.
Yeah. I mean, look at that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. Old man, getting sick, puking in your passenger seat. So like we said, April 10th, Denver Racing Social, 720-515-1391, apexadjacent@gmail. Come hang out with us. It'll be fun. Please. Yes, we would love it. Yeah. Okay. All right.
We have a couple of license plate games to play.
We do.
And then an album of the week. And then I think we did a show.
Dude, we've done so much car stuff this show.
So much cars. We're such a good car show. Dave, we're the best car show. It's fine.
It's all car show. Okay. Ian, do you want to go first with your license plate game, or you want me to go first?
Sure. I'll go first.
Okay. Let's do it, buddy. Let's do it.
Okay. This one I'm excited about. This one is called, what did I call it? I called it Mrs. Vanity Plate is my mother's name.
Okay. All right. I have an idea where this is going. There is a special spin to like heteronormative gender role license plates. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. Okay. All right. Here we go. Yep. So up top, this is a Kia. Is this a Sportage?
Is a Sportage.
Yep, the newer one. They're trying to bring the Stinger taillights to everything. That doesn't look good. That looks bad. The Stinger taillights look cool.
Why did they do that?
On the Stinger. But they're like, Dodge puts the same taillights on everything. We can too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kia and Hyundai are strange to me because I feel like they make a lot of things that are very desirable, and then
Yes.
they also make the Sportage.
Yes, you are correct. Yeah. And they ape the Defender style so hard for the Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Like, and when they do their own thing, they do awesome stuff. Like,
I think the Ioniq 6 is like one of the coolest
I was just going to say
things
that.
on the road.
It looks so freaking cool. I love it.
It looks like an old Citroen or something. It's super rad.
I felt like I wasn't seeing those for like a solid 6 months. After seeing them everywhere for a bit, wasn't seeing them for 6 months, and then now I'm seeing them everywhere again.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is. Yeah.
I don't know, but I hope they take all of the Tesla Model 3, Model Y market share.
Yes, 100%.
Those things are just so rad.
Yeah, they look fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so we have a Sportage. Then we have a Lincoln. Is this like the Aviator?
This is an older one. It's the MKC.
Oh, the MKC.
So I think this is like what is now like the Aviator or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Smaller one, not the Navigator, but the smaller one. So it's the MKC.
Right. And I can't remember if the MKC was built on the Flex platform, the same platform as the Flex.
Oh, that's a good question.
Right. Oh, no, that was the MKT, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember they had that when they did all the MK nonsense. It was impenetrable. Nobody knew what any of them did.
Correct. Yes. The MKT was the one that I think looked more like the Flex.
Yes. This one is based on the Ford Escape.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. The MKT was the Taurus and the Flex and something else. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The bigger one. Yeah.
Yeah. And then at the bottom we have a BMW 840i.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, those 840s are pretty wicked.
They are. They're massive.
They are huge. Yeah,
they're really big. And I just remember when they first joined the Le Mans, and there were all those memes of the 840. Like everyone was just kept making them bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes,
very funny. Like JD Vance's face.
Yeah. Yes. Great. Okay. So we have one of those in white, and the plates are Miss Bi, MISSBI, Miss BI. Okay. Miss Pink, MSPINK. All one word. Miss Bi is 2 words. Miss Thang, MSTHANG. Okay. All right. I want to put Miss Thang on the Lincoln instantly. Like that. Okay. I just can envision just a sassy lady driving her Lincoln MKC.
Do some zoomies and enhancies. There's at least one clue, I think, in here.
Okay. We got the Sportage deep window tint on this Mammer Jammer, and it's on I-25.
That is 36.
Oh, it's 36? Okay. Yeah. Gray, dark tint, black plate, no plate frame, just raw dogging that. Okay. Boy, they got some tint on that Mammer Jammer. Okay.
Some tint. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then the MKC. We have a floral license plate frame in chrome on the black MKC. Yeah, it's like kind of hippie-ish flowers, like more like illustrated, more like daisies. There you go. Yeah. Okay. And then on the 840, just the BMW of Denver downtown license plate frame, no tint.
Yeah, clear glass.
Yeah. It's almost a little unsettling every now and then when you see a clear glass vehicle. Yeah. It works really well in some cases. In some cases, it doesn't.
The proportions on this car just blow my mind. Because look how small that window is. It's like a Camaro-sized window.
It is. You're right. It is like a Camaro. Yeah.
This car is just so wild to me. Every time I look at it, every time I look at it more like, what is happening here?
You're right. It is a perplexing automobile. Yeah. Yeah, it is the German Camaro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. We just angered an entire country, didn't we? Okay. So, I mean, Cartoon Daisies doesn't really vibe with Miss Thang, so I'm second guessing that. I'm going to go Miss Thang on the Kia.
Okay.
I'm going to go...
Because you can't, you got to do dark tint because you can't have anyone looking at your thang.
Right. No. Eyes off my thang. You're supposed to miss this thang. I'm Miss Thang. Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Miss Thang, Miss Pink, and Miss Bi. B-I. Okay.
I feel like Miss Bi is the most perplexing one because I'm not entirely sure what it means, to be honest.
I'm going to go Miss Bi on the BMW. And I'm going to go Miss Pink on the Lincoln.
Okay.
And I think I know what the BI stands for.
Okay.
Okay. I think it stands for business intelligence.
What? Really?
Yeah, I think this is a corporate person.
A corporate person?
If it's on the BMW.
I see where you're going. Because like no one with a sense of humor drives that car.
Right. And that's not a sense of humor plate if it means business intelligence.
Correct. Because everyone's going to be like, you're bi?
Right.
You just come up. Right.
Yeah.
No, it stands for business intelligence. What else would it mean?
Right.
Okay.
And maybe it does mean Miss Bi. And good for you, Miss Bi, if it does. Awesome. Yeah. So, okay. I think that's my guess. We're going Miss Thang, Miss Pink, Miss Bi.
Okay. All right. I like it.
All right.
The answers are in the Dave Don't Look folder.
Okay, let's see here. I have to tell you, I didn't look that close at the BMW because I thought I could see the hints of the bottom letters, and I could. But I
think you got them all right.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see here. Okay, Dave Don't Look, Miss Vanity Plate, Miss Thang, Miss Pink, and Miss Bi.
Nice work.
There we go. Yeah, I kind of saw that there was like one pixel missing, and I was like, I am not going to look at that and try to see what letters they match up to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of want to know more about all three of these people.
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Right?
I do.
I think normally there's at least one person in the average license plate game where I'm like, you have a story to tell.
Yes.
I think all three of these people are interesting. I want to know more.
I do as well. Even if Miss Bi is Miss Business Intelligence, I mean, I at least want to know like what questions people have asked them about their license plate. Right. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. And yeah, I don't know.
Very, very interesting collection. Okay. Good work, Dave.
Thank you. Once again, we leave with more questions than we have answers. You know, if there was ever a recurring theme for the Vanity license plate game, that's definitely it. Okay, Ian, this one, license plate 122 for you.
Wow.
Okay, this one is called I Did Not See That Coming.
Oh.
Okay. All right, here we go, Ian. All right. These are fucking curveballs. That's the theme. It's 3 curveball ass plates. These are the most curveball ass plates I have in my collection. These were all listener
one
submitted.
Of these is a school bus.
Are you aware of that? I am. Oh, I am very aware, as was the person who took the picture.
Okay. All right. So the top one is a school bus, a Bluebird school bus in yellow.
Uh-huh. Whoa, hang on a second.
Mm-hmm.
I never realized that the make of bus was Bluebird.
What did you think Bluebird meant?
I don't know. It's just something I've always seen and I never thought about.
Yeah. That's
Bluebird is the company that makes these buses?
I think so, right? I mean, now I'm looking it up because now you're making me second guess myself. But yeah, they're the name that makes they're the Bluebird Corporation.
That's like if I spent my entire life not knowing the Accord was a Honda. Like, what did you think the H's meant, Dave? When you said a Bluebird school bus, I wasn't like, what? It was like, Bluebird, I've seen that thing on that for my entire life, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 47 years old, Ian. I've been riding buses in various lengths for a long time.
It's never too late to learn new things. See? There you go.
Today I learned.
Yeah. It's the name of the company that makes the school bus.
Who makes the school buses?
Who did you think made the school bus?
I have no idea. It was just
you just thought your teachers were back there like hammering away, welding.
I think that I was so stressed out as a kid with an untreated attention deficit disorder with a fair amount of stuff going on in the house. Like that I was just happy to be on the bus.
Right.
Most of the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know if this is also something that no one else has thought about, then I would love to hear about it. But I never thought that like Bluebird to school bus to Chevy to Camaro. If that was on the SATs, I would have failed that shit. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you, Ian.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
We've got a Chrysler Town and Country. Is that what I'm looking at?
Chrysler? No. Yeah. Yes, I think you are looking at a Town and Country. Yes, correct. Yes.
Chrysler Town and Country.
In silver gray. Yeah.
Yeah, silver. And then we've got a red, like first gen Prius.
Yep. Or second gen.
Second gen Prius.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that they all have 1,000,000 miles and one bad wheel bearing.
Yep, but guess what? They're going to keep fucking going.
In red, parked poorly.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's do some zoomies and enhancies, I guess.
Oh, you got to tell people what the plates are.
Oh, yeah. Bird flu.
Yeah.
BIRDFLU.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Wheels. Oh, Hot Wheels. Oh, Hot Wheels. Okay. HAUTWLZ. And Joyride, JOYR1DE.
Okay. Real quick, summing it up for the audio listeners. The license plates are Bird Flu, Hot Wheels, and Joyride. The cars are a fucking school bus, a minivan, and a Prius.
None of these are a Joyride. Unless you're doing hand stuff for the first time in the back of the school bus. That could be a Joyride.
Sure.
You know.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, maybe hand stuff is happening in here, and maybe that's a Joyride, but we'll see. All right, do some zoomies and enhancings. I think I see through. Okay, so there's some sort of window sticker, maybe some text or something, or a number on the front of the windshield.
Yes, you are correct.
And we should explain too that I don't know if it's like this in most states, but I feel like when I travel, I don't see them as much. But in Colorado, I feel like I see a lot of repurposed old school buses.
Yes.
Floating around, a lot of like ski bums and that sort of thing. Like mountain people will buy these and convert them into domiciles and then just like park them at the base of the mountain and go skiing or snowboarding or mountain biking or whatever it is they do.
Yes.
Or, listening to the hippity hop and smoking their jazz cigarettes. That sort of thing. We do see that a lot in Colorado. So, and this is a Colorado plate.
Yes. There is jam band music being played real effing close to this
100%,
constantly.
100%.
Yes.
Okay. But it looks like a fairly stock school bus, and doesn't seem that old either, honestly. So
no, but I do think it is repurposed because the stop when red lights flash is peeled off the back.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. But the school bus and emergency exit decals are not.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then we've got this Town and Country. This is Town and Country. I can't read. Where is this plate from?
I cannot remember because the picture was a touch blurry. This is blown up. It does have a baby trailer hitch, one of the like tiny little trailer hitches on the bottom.
Look at that. It's so cute.
Right? Yeah. We'll have to see if we can tell what the plate is when the answer is revealed. And I think it is a dealer plate frame.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, because it looks like a website at the bottom with a www. So you know.
Yep.
Okay. And then, all right.
Okay.
Look at this Prius.
Yep.
No Toyota dent in the bumper.
Nope. It actually looks pretty clean, which is pretty amazing given their insanely shitty parking abilities.
Mm-hmm. It does look pretty clean.
Decent tread on the tires.
Yeah.
It's got the sun.
It's got the convex mirror add-on.
Yep. The sticky mirror that you can put on.
They have it on both sides. Obviously, that line, the line in the parking lot didn't show up in there.
It did not.
Clear glass.
Yeah. These are three Charlie. These are the Charlies of the groups, or the Jason Mantzoukases of the group. These are the three of those plates.
Okay, refresh my memory here.
Yes.
Twisted Metal. What was the name of the school bus in Twisted Metal?
Oh, let's see. Axel was the guy between two big wheels. Spectre was the white car. Who had the school bus?
Twisted Metal school bus.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
The ice cream truck was Sweet Tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember either.
Was there a school bus in Twisted Metal? I don't know if there
I'm thinking
was.
of the ice cream truck. I think I'm really thinking of the ice cream truck.
Or you could be thinking of Vigilante 8, which was a Twisted Metal type game for the PlayStation 1 that did have a school bus.
No, maybe not. I never played that one. I only played Twisted Metal.
Okay, Twisted Metal. Oh,
it was this ice cream truck is what I was thinking of.
Okay. That was the first game I got when I got my PlayStation was Twisted Metal. Such a great
so much
game,
fun.
Right? Yeah, that couch co-op or couch competition game, so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's great. Twisted Metal 2 were fantastic.
Okay. So let's go back. So Bird Flu. What the fuck?
See, you saw none of these coming.
Yeah, no, bird flu. I'm trying to think how bird flu could relate to any of these. I mean, it's a bluebird school bus.
True.
Maybe this is some sort of like colony for people with respiratory diseases. They just move it around.
Yes, the mobile leper colony is taking off. Real popular.
Mm-hmm. It's all the rage.
Yeah.
Joyride. Hot Wheels. Man, this is really hard.
I have a theory behind the bird flu plate. I do.
Okay.
I have a theory behind that one. Yeah. The other two plates, I do not. Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
all right. I'm going to go with Hot Wheels on the school bus because I just feel like, I don't know, you could have a Hot Wheels of a school bus and that.
Sure.
Hot Wheels on the school bus.
And I can see like preferring that Hot Wheels car because it's like bigger and chonkier than the other ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go Joyride on the Town and Country because I feel like that's like I think it's either Hot Wheels or Joyride on the Town and Country because I think it's like a I drive a minivan. Isn't that lame sort of thing?
Sure. Self-deprecation plate.
Sure.
Okay.
Which leaves bird flu on the Prius. And I don't really have a good reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of a reason why bird flu would be on the Prius. I can't think of a good reason it wouldn't be on the Prius. So
see, that's the thing about all three of these plates.
Yeah. Yeah, these are tough.
These are the most discordant car to plate things. I will say, I feel like the bird flu plate is the thing that makes the most sense to me. The other two, completely Yeah, completely.
I lost you there for a second because I pulled my headphone cord out. But I missed what you said.
No, I was just going to say, I think that the one that makes the most sense in my head is the bird flu plate. Yeah, I will tell you that. Yeah, I will tell you that.
I don't know. I'm going with it. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it.
All right, buddy. Here
Hot
are
Wheels, Joyride, bird flu.
Here are the answers. Hot Wheels, you got.
Okay.
Ben at Hot Wheels, Jesse sent us the school bus. So thank you, Jesse.
Wow. Okay.
Our buddy Ben sent us bird flu on the minivan, and Mark sent us Joyride on the Prius. Okay. The only one that makes sense is the bird flu plate through like somebody's like grandparents or parents that are Facebook pilled. Like that's,
I don't understand.
Like they just are getting Facebook misinformation constantly, and like remember, because there were like a few people that got like COVID-19 plates and like, you know, dumb shit like that. I think that this is just some dumb person that like is down the Facebook misinformation wormhole, or just like the person that lives in that muck,
right?
You know, is just an antagonistic asshole. I feel like bird flu is their plate. Like who would get a bird flu plate? Really?
That's a great question.
Right?
I don't know, somebody who, a vet who specializes in euthanizing chickens. I don't know.
Right. I will put your parakeet down, motherfucker.
Right. Yes, and I will take great pleasure.
Yes. Right. The vet that's a little too into that part of their job. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only sense I can make of that, you know, like, because you cannot think of any of these in a rational headspace. Yeah. Right. You have to put yourself into a crazy person's headspace, and then it makes sense.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
And the Prius, that is probably a lady named Joy. And she has a sewing circle, and people think it's an oddly sexual plate for Joy, but she is not in on the joke of her own creation whatsoever.
Nope. This picture is taken outside of a Joanne Fabrics.
Yes. R.I.P. Joanne Fabrics. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then maybe, I don't know, with the school bus, maybe the air conditioning does not work, and and so is literally a sauna in there. Yeah. It just smells like ski bum and hippie ball sack. Yeah. On those vinyl seats, just
right.
Yeah. So So thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Mark. These are the three most unhinged plates. Yeah. We've had
those were unhinged. Those were hard.
Some doozy plates like like, you know, man child, and you know, like all of those, like just like the toxic masculinity things, and like all that stuff. Like, it's not that we like it, it's that it makes sense for this idiot to do the thing. This is like bird flu could only be the one closest to that. The other two is just chaos. I don't know if it's just acid flashbacks for these people.
I feel like only three of these people, they could just like, while the car's in motion, just dive out and just let the car keep rolling.
Yeah. Okay. So to go back to what you said about the first plate game, the one you gave me, you wanted to at least like have a coffee with all three of those people. Does that track for all three of these plates?
No, because they would throw the coffee in my face and run away cackling, I think.
Right. If anything, I just want to see what's up at Joyride, and that's about it. Yeah.
From a distance, from a safe distance, with like binoculars.
Yes. Yeah.
And to both the pairs of your glasses.
Yes, binoculars and readers. It goes eyeballs, glasses, binoculars, readers. Spotting scope. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, yeah. So thank you, Jesse, Ben, and Mark, for those very unhinged plates.
Yeah, very unhinged. A+, everybody. Good work all around.
Right. So there you go. Okay, Ian, you want to hit us with an album of the week, bud?
I do.
Okay.
I got to go to a special version of Vinyl Night last weekend. My buddy Mike, who usually hosts, he a guy that he was in a band with years ago hosted a Vinyl Night, and one of his friends came, and he had recently gotten a new a collection from a friend of his who passed away, an older guy who passed away, and he had crates of just like amazing stuff, and so he had like stuff for sale. Yeah, and he had like a bunch of Brian Eno records. He had a lot of like prog records and that sort of thing.
Sure.
And so I bought Brian Eno's first ambient record on vinyl, which I've never had before.
Okay.
Discreet music. And it's basically like the invention of ambient music. And I had listened to his other ambient stuff, like music for airports and that sort of stuff thing. Yeah. I had never really listened to this one for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But this is 1975, the very first ambient record. Yeah. And I looked it up again because I was telling Jenny about it. But like, do you know the story of how he created, like how he invented it or anything?
No,
have you heard this?
No.
It's actually really interesting. So he got hit by a car. I think like in London. I think he got hit by a car and was like bedridden. Like he was very seriously injured with like a really pretty severe head injury. So this is like right after he left Roxy Music, or right around that time. So he was already like a well-known person at this point.
Sure.
And he was like laid up in this bed. And the way he tells the story is a friend of his came to visit him in the hospital and brought him a record player and a record. And it was like harp music or something that she had wanted him to hear. And she put it on and left. And it was raining outside and the music was too soft and he couldn't get out of bed to turn it up. And so he could like barely hear the music. And the music and the rain were at sort of like the same level.
Sure. Yeah.
And so he just started like this idea popped in his head about like music that was meant to be in the background, which is something that we sort of think about as like a normal thing now.
Right. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But now 50 years ago, because this record is now 50 years old.
Right.
That was like kind of a new thing. It was like a new concept.
Try selling that to any radio station or label at the time if you weren't Brian Eno.
Right. You could only be Brian Eno if you wanted to do something like that.
Yeah.
And so that was how he came up with this idea.
That's amazing. That makes total sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
To think that was the initial thrust into something that has subgenre after subgenre after subgenre and has spawned so many of the things that I love. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. But so this is like Genesis for all of that.
Yeah. That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's a great album, Ian. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really good. Like it holds up really, really well.
Nice.
Against any like, modern sort of ambient stuff.
Sure.
And then like he also did like, did some innovative stuff with like looping and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where he would set stuff to go automatically, where he wasn't in complete control of it. That was a thing that he was really interested in.
Okay.
So he was experimenting with that sort of stuff on this too. This is a really cool record and just like an important one,
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. Yeah. 50 years ago, man, ambient music was invented. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool. Huh. Okay. Nice. Well, links will absolutely be in the YouTube description. Yeah. Put it on. Go to sleep.
Yeah. Glad I can shed some light on little known artist Brian Eno.
Well, for somebody who's so steeped in electronica like I am, I'm perfectly transparent about like the massive blind spots I have, and that's definitely one of them. Yeah, amazing.
Well, yeah. I think you'll really dig this.
I will. Yeah, for sure. Nice, man. Okay.
So hit yourself on the head and then
Yeah.
and then listen to this.
No, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool, buddy.
Yeah.
Look at us talking about cars and head injuries. Yeah.
Hitting people with cars.
Uh-huh.
Dave, I think we're done to the car show. What should people do?
Yeah, they should text us 720-515-1391. Let us know if you're able to come to our 500th episode recording at the Centennial location of the Denver Racing Social, because there's one up in Lafayette too. But it's the Centennial location. On April 10th from 6 to 10 p.m. Please shoot us a text, or if you have Ian and I's real phone numbers, let us know. And or shoot us an email, apexadjacent@gmail.com. Send in some vanity plates, because I'm cooking up something for the vanity plate game that we're gonna play there. I'm gonna let you in on it, Ian, and we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna make a pretty awesome thing, I think. Okay. Yeah, so folks, do that. Yeah.
Please do. Everybody, thank you. We love you. Goodbye.